Everyone, Lou here. Welcome to Deciphered. Not the only podcast, but one of the podcasts out there that take confusing topics and try to bring them back down to size. With me today, I got
Gian person.
and
Kev.
and today's whole topic thing, it was off topic, meaning I was going to talk about movie remakes and how bad they are and ruining my childhood. Went completely left field. And, talked about other shit. Revolutions that are going to happen for real. No, I'm just kidding. Listen to it, like it, comment, subscribe, and, this proves I have friends. So, screw you, world. Alright, guys, listen up.
Don't smoke rocks. You said your idea for the first episode was going to be, based around history's crossover in video games.
Remakes.
Remakes.
Reimagining of video games and movies, and to an extent TV series alike. Because obviously everyone watches TV. They're doing Magnum PI again. Yeah, it was like the '70s, cop with a
I'm trying to remember.
Magnum.
Which one was?
I forgot the
Burt
actor's
Reynolds.
name. Yeah. There you go. You just took the word. That's him. And Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, well, Damon Wayans. Yeah,
Damon Wayans. He's a known guy, so that's kind of cool. But I don't know, like a replacement for Danny Glover.
Have you seen the fucking Rush Hour TV series?
No.
It exists.
That's real?
I'm almost certain they tried to make a TV series for Rush Hour because they couldn't pay Chris Tucker enough for Rush Hour 4.
Oh,
I made up the last part, but it sounds true.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I hate TV.
Now, what I don't understand is, so they went and did stuff like that, but TV series that they made into movies, when it comes to mine right now, like Baywatch. If they were gonna update that, I think we got more bang for your buck, literally, and a lot of bangs. If they made it into a series again, why would you do a movie? I mean, it's cool. Yeah, you got The Rock. And The Rock,
why.
and that's about it.
That's why.
It's cool, and
He was able to get the talent to sign on. You can't wait.
Yeah,
to
that's true.
TV
Right?
series.
That's true. It would be like a special guest, one time, 5-minute, walk-on cameo.
That was hardly worth the money.
Yep.
At
Smell what
least
The Rock is cooking.
I thought if you do a Baywatch TV series, it's never reaching syndication. You wasting your money.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I guess you're right.
At least with.
But it flopped big time.
It probably. I guarantee you, it's at least 2 dumbass countries where they're great.
Oh yeah. China loved it.
So
China thought it was awesome.
Yo, China has the most insane obsession with white people. It's beyond cultural. We don't appreciate American culture, and the mainstream American face is a white male or whatever. It's no, white person has a superhuman quality to them. They go, oh my God, what's it like to be white? I watched this Vice thing where they got not even good actors to pretend to be doctors at conferences and shit.
Dude, have you seen important movies when they cast actors that have to play a white villain or whatever, right? I know that's what they do is usually expats that go there, maybe not from America, but from some European country. So they'll have them play as
99% of the time pedophile.
Yeah, they'll have he'll be some drug lord or whatever from America trying to move in on their turf, and it's usually a patriotic movie. China does this a lot. They're big into a lot of their movies are the propaganda kind of movie. So it's Go China Military, and it'll be some some terrorist organization that's fronted by some ex-Navy SEAL merc, whatever. And 9 times out of 10, he's played by either an American expat, a Russian, a Greek, or someone who looks American. Pretty much.
But he's supposed to be American.
Yeah, he is.
No American
and the accent, man.
I love that shit.
It's rough.
Apparently,
it works though. It works.
Anytime international market tries to represent another international market, it's going to be something where if you're not from there, you're missing out on some hilarity. Mm-hmm. For example, Narcos. They said that the border player Pablo Escobar had one of them characters is actually Portuguese with a thick ass Portuguese accent. And like the Pablo Escobar dude, he didn't have a great Spanish accent either.
Yeah.
And it's for American markets. We watching it like it's perfectly normal, but meanwhile, he
Well, I don't know
I need
anyone
some juice. It's like,
who's gonna like dive into that. But like, oh no, that accent's off. Like today, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and one of the guys he had on was complaining about because he's Cuban, about Argentinians, and like there's like a rift between there because the fact Che Guevara was Argentinian fighting for the Cuban cause. Not too many Cubans were on the same page, you know.
Right.
I know, right? I should know better, but you know.
I need to watch that movie. And I remember watching the interviews and shit when they would start making it, and it was supposed to be like a long ass movie.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's like on both discs. It's like because when I bought it, I couldn't wait for the Criterion collection to come out, so I bought a Canadian import, which is okay, you know.
You just sounded like you was from the '90s. The Criterion collection. I remember them shits.
Yeah, they're what they're doing is they're going back to their catalog, remastering their movies, and charging like $40 per Blu-ray, which is ridiculous. But if you're like let's say a food nut, yeah, food nut. No, like a film fan, you'll there's a couple I have where it's pretty cool. I mean, the ending was kind of hard to watch because how they executed him. I wasn't too happy about that. You know, they wanted to make it look like he was running away. So when they got him in the barn, they told him, turn around. We're gonna shoot you in the back. And he was like, just go ahead, shoot me right here. The only thing he'll be doing is killing a man. That's what he said, you know. And right there present were CIA operatives, paying off and saying congratulations to the government of Bolivia for capturing Che Guevara and ending him, pretty much.
I need to see more. I need to learn more about the label between, because I'm a big fan of Latin America's rivalries in boxing, and I like fucking Argentina and Mexico have a big rivalry. Mexico has a big rivalry with everybody. Like that's the Latin American mecca of boxing. Historically, Mexico's the mecca of boxing. Second only will be Puerto Rico and Cuba.
Oh yeah.
Cuba,
and it makes perfect sense. I mean, these are guys that they were like down here and treated like they were down there. Had like kind of move themselves up the ranks. So when you're kind of like suppressed like that, yeah, that's gonna give birth to some tough ass
it's
people.
Beyond the actual culture of the fighters themselves in the individual countries, the way that they look at each other. I don't get to hear enough about that. Like it's always just we representing our flag and like World Cup fucking. Even if Man City versus Manchester United type shit. But how much is the historical aspect, like the conflicts of the military shit, play into the? I really want this guy to die outside the ring.
I was doing research for a movie about different conflicts of Latin America. And they were big. They were really big. A lot of it was it was the end of the 1800s. Back to the 19th century, and there were still fragments of different colonial rules.
For sure, not.
Spain was losing grip fast. But what they did is they made these monsters after them to keep up with this fascist idea.
That's why Latin America is the most, like, as far as like world news and shit, you hear, of course, because of our involvement, the Middle East is what you hear about the most, like all the collapses that governments did. The highest fucking murder rates on Earth come out of like South America, and we don't get that like that shit. That shit is not reported on in a big way.
No, it's
and that's
not.
fascinating to me.
I mean, there's bits now. There's a lot of like there's an uprising in not Argentina, Venezuela.
You're not out. It's not about Anderson.
Right now in Venezuela, there's a big thing going on. See what these leaders, these presidents, whatever you call them, are in office way too long than they should be, and the people just don't like it. They're like, come on, our neighbors in North America have like a short term. What the hell's up with this? Obviously, it doesn't work in Russia.
It's like you, that's different. Fucking,
way different.
But dude, so all right, England, whoever, you had a monarchy come on North American soil, and we was like, monarchies is dead.
Oh yeah, it didn't work. I mean,
them revolutions didn't go down like that in South America.
No, it was a peasant revolution against the rich. That's how that whole the birth of revolution, I think. I mean, yeah, we definitely shed some light on the word revolution, but the true meaning of revolution is an uprising of the
You take
oppressed
exactly.
to take over the
power structure.
corrupt leadership. That's just how it works.
That being said, it's like I don't think that any of them fought. I don't think any of them in the construction of their newest government was like, we want a people's democratic republic type shit on most of them places. Like the spirit of monarchy still exists.
Yeah, because it's
thus long ass terms for president. Like,
is, and
get me out if you want.
It's so hard because like a failed revolution, which is really hard to say, is like a good example would be Libya right now. It's a madhouse.
That's nearly any revolution now.
Yeah, some work. I'm not gonna lie. Some work they do. They like Cuba's a perfect example. Vietnam. I mean, not if you're like a super patriotic American. We lost that war, but
Yeah.
nothing really happened. Like the Vietnamese didn't invade. You know what I mean? They just stayed where they are.
But you also got to look at that.
Yeah.
A lot of them revolutions is also the result of third parties playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's
It's what do they call it?
intentional disruption.
Proxy war. That happened a lot in South Africa.
It's not even a proxy war. Like it's yes. The like compare that to America, it was like we are operating under your clause, but like we separating, we starting shit from scratch, and then all we gotta do is wipe out some natives from there, and we got our state, we got a flag,
Yeah, that's
more or less. Like
pretty
every
much,
other, any like Libya, Syria. That is major powers wanting to see that disorder there. Like, we have so much to
definitely.
gain from that.
It really
And
is.
it's
It's a two-sided thing. I can't see that much clearer, especially in Syria. Syria would have been completely gone if Russia didn't intervene. The president Assad was like, "Hey, listen, I need help."
And none of
help me
them
out.
decisions were spontaneous or like in virtue or anything like
Oh
that.
no, they already had like a lasting relationship.
It's like
Assad and Putin. And,
everything that I'm sure 90% of what's playing out was like the powers that be that set the emotions in action is playing out the way they intended. Like they knew over, like they had a timeline of more than 10 years, I'm sure, of how they expected it to go down.
yeah. It was coming.
From
I mean,
terms
if
of
you're,
when
if you're treating your people like that, did you really think that they're not going to bite back? I mean, you can only keep people down for so long until like, just say enough's enough. Start breaking windows. That's it.
I'm amazed World War III didn't happen. In
Yeah,
2012.
I was kind of. I mean, not that I'm disappointed. I'm happy it didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, you had all this build up.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like a climax, and then like, gotta go.
I got a passport and everything. That was like World War Blue balls. Straight up. Cause
Yeah, that's right.
you had
That's a
all
great-
these fucking Egypt, Libya, like everything was going down.
The Arab Spring. It was awesome.
Yo, shit was going down.
Dog.
And it was successful. Successful.
RT faithful.
And everybody was mad at America. And North Korea was still piping up at this time. I was like, it's going down.
I know, that's it,
I was
man.
patiently waiting.
The Flashpoint, like all the video games I played, they're real. I was like Call of Duty.
Oh,
real
yeah,
life.
yo.
Everybody wants that shit, dog. Everybody got too much to lose in that fucking
Yeah,
world.
and I mean, like we're like
I felt like
the
that
Star
was-
Revolution here. We're all too comfortable. We're not gonna fight in the streets. I mean, unless they're like on our corners. You always fight harder on your own turf. But
I wouldn't put it past this.
That passion to die, but people ain't got that.
yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
I wouldn't put it past this. I feel like it's going.
You gonna
I
have
feel
these
like
small cliques. They're gonna try it and get defeated.
Not even like something that's like super organized like that. Like I don't intend to see like a guerrilla faction rise up against the government in America.
Yeah, that's
You
like-
gotta have some type of.
But I expect to
organization.
see-
You do.
It's
Either you
just
have insiders.
utter disorder,
plans.
cause like they already trying to strip away all our rights and everything, cause they see what's going down. Like, but when you saw like the type of riots that broke out, in certain, like when Baltimore went into martial law temporarily and shit, was like that's the type of shit that was like just waiting to ignite on a larger scale. It's
Oh,
like-
it is. It is.
Yeah,
I
but
saw
that shit
groups
is
like
easy to-
yeah.
And it's like once
easy
you-
to detain that shit.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true, man.
I expect
They
something
can
like,
just bring the National Guard and shit, all that shit down.
but I think once it gets to a certain point, like I think it is going to get something like that could turn ugly to the point where they're going to have to like it's like
Or
it's
drop a bomb.
Well, it is, and you have
on
to,
that level.
and you have to admit,
Really?
like these guys, like the National Guard, right?
Scaled on the national.
And they ain't even had to drop a bomb. They was like, we just feel like dropping a bomb.
Right. It's like we got some bombs.
But I mean, think about it, like these National Guard, right? The guys that are calling for like, these kind of events. They're people just like us, you know. So it comes to the point you have to think about mentally. they're gonna be shooting American civilians.
They done it.
And they're doing it now.
And they're gonna do it. But at some point,
I got a
someone.
job to do. My orders
someone.
are to stop this shit from happening.
Yeah,
So
I got a feeling there's gonna be a turning
What I
point
gotta
where
do?
someone says no.
I want to point to the Stanford prison experiment in which we proved that authority rules on like human will and shit. It's like more or less like that is a proven human characteristic. Like Nazi shit. Like we will do what we are told to do.
Yeah.
It's like once we have enough on the line, it's like go ahead, try me.
Especially if I know what's going to happen to me if I don't do what they're telling me to do.
It's like that's the ugly thing about humans. Is like we want to believe that we wouldn't be able to do this to our fellow man. It's like history proves.
Oh,
We pulling the trigger. There has been a civil war. Like this, like
Yeah. It's ugly truth. I mean, I would hope that would be like at someone out of some regiment, whatever, says, no, I'm not going to do this.
It's going to be it's got to be a whole team of someones. It's got to be a lot of people.
shit, man.
Just say no. I mean, that's how the Russians won their revolution. The military said, no, we're not shooting civilians and priests anymore. Sorry. And they told that to the Tsar, and they're like, oh, you're crazy. Okay, well, we're going to shoot you instead. And boom, it erupted, and that was the end of a decade-long tyranny.
I don't know. I mean, you got people that are willing to fight for America at any means necessary. Any means necessary.
Yeah, what's America? Corrupt America or free
The
America?
flag. The flag is telling me to go shoot an American. I live by this flag. I die by this flag.
That's hard.
It's sad, I don't know. It sucks, man. You see, like I said, some revolutions worked. Egypt worked, Tunisia worked, and to an extent, Algeria. Everywhere else crashed and burned.
It's like a beauty to that shit. It's like I want to fight for my flag, just like you see the Muslims fighting for their flags and shit like that. The revolutions that's going on across seas and shit. Like, I mean, it's a lot of fucked up shit going on, but it's like it's a beautiful thing to see these people willing to die for this shit.
Yeah, man.
They're very passionate.
And
Yeah.
I don't think the American people are not ready to do that. They're not
The
willing
vast
to do
majority. That's why I think it's gonna come down to like. It's not going to be a matter of a cause. It's not going to be a matter of people joining arms. It's going to be a matter of people being pissed off and wanting to break shit. Like every American citizen got that in them.
They'll do.
It's like you let us win a Super Bowl. I'm turning the car over. You let one of my fellow citizens die. Now I'm a pit. I'm my emotions. I'm not thinking about a political cause. I'm angry. I'm gonna break something. When that shit went down enough times and it got bad in the recent past. Like it reached critical levels on this a city level. Like a small population like really freaked the fuck out. That shit is gonna turn in this much of a population here, and here, and then that's gonna like a fucking virus. And it's gonna be martial laws.
I don't know.
like
I can see it happening, but I don't see it being successful. I'm just like, they gonna stop that shit.
That is my vision of America collapsing within. Us being pissed to the point where they can't calm us down.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
And they're not like
they push us, we push back harder.
Yeah, but that's like the only people that's really doing that is the poor. The poor that's the only people that got time.
You understand? Like this is the trend that's growing in America.
Yeah, but it's about everybody's trying to be. Everybody's fighting for this American goal. They trying to get jobs and shit like that. It's like it's not too many people that's willing to fucking sacrifice that.
But if they, all right, not promise because their promises are broken. But if they, fought for maybe like a better future.
I mean, but the people, I don't know, man. It's
hard. I think you can get enough American citizens pissed off at once that there's no turning back.
The reason I'm just speaking from the perspective of the type of people I'm seeing and where I live at, especially like where I work at, West Philly. It's heavily Muslim populated and shit. When you see these Muslims and shit, these people, they're about their own people. They could give a fuck less what's going on in America. Living in America, they give a fuck what's going on outside of their own community.
Word.
And a lot of people out here is thinking like that. Whether you're, part of whatever group you're in, or you're just a regular citizen out here, it's about our own people, and I can give a fuck less what's going on out there. And then the real people that came crazy enough to fucking go out and fucking start a revolution, they're fucking too caught up in
I'm
the
not.
politics and shit. As the world turns, the soap operas and shit that's going on in America.
I hear what you're saying.
Like every week there's something new going on in America. Trump tweeting this or this is going on.
I hear
It's
what you're
like
saying. You can't.
I don't have enough time to be mad at this shit to start something. 'Cause
Until
it's
it
always
affects
something new.
that said individual group.
It's always something
people.
new to start.
I don't think.
Even when it touches that specific group, it's like it's only for a short time. The media controls everything.
I agree with you. I don't think that it's gonna happen like that where you got all these people saying I need to join this cause.
I think they got this shit on lock.
I think that people just enough people gonna get pissed off that even those people that's trying to mind their own is gonna get fucked
Who are
up.
these people?
I don't know.
You,
Angry youths
me,
mostly, which is
workers,
the
mailmen.
numbers of angry youths in the major cities of
Yeah.
America is problematic.
I saw.
Well, we already seen that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
We already seen what they gonna do.
Look
That's
at
what I'm
groups like
saying. What happens when they really start getting killed?
All they
Cuz
gonna do is march down the street and take pictures of the shit, dog.
What?
It's just
This
the
shit ain't
beginning.
serious.
Just the beginning.
It's not serious.
Alright. I think we have a culture that's going.
You know why it's not serious? Because they stop. They take a break from it.
I know.
We think about something else. We're going to something else. We'll live our lives.
They,
We're keep going on to something else.
The Occupy people. They
It ain't like how it was back in the day.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different than what I'm.
Listen,
Both of what y'all talking
It
about
ain't
is
like
different
how it
than what I'm
was back
talking
in the
about.
day when you had like people was sitting in and like really revolting against the system. They was, this kept going on for years. They kept doing sit-ins and protesting shit for years.
Yo, I agree with you.
Now it's like we do it for a couple of weeks. I don't think people was putting in enough
Part-time
time to start a
protesters,
fucking revolution.
Like I said, it needs a dramatic impact to change people's mind. You need a leader with enough charisma to unify people, because that's what we're missing in America. Unify. You're right. Everyone's worried about my neighborhood. Everyone's worried about my religion. Until we all see the light and come together for the same cause, then that's when problems will
I
be
think
solved.
it's gonna take somebody from the other side to jump out the way and really start kicking shit up. Like
No, I
somebody,
agree.
a Trump supporter, one of those teams and shit.
We were gonna have a good leader.
If they go out there and be like, yo, fuck that, I'm fighting for Trump, I'm really gonna start something. Damn.
for Trump, what?
Now the other side is gonna be
It's like, what more do you
forced
guys
to
want?
fight.
Like, what?
I don't think our culture could support any unified cause, and that's what I'm saying. That's what y'all talking about.
What I'm saying
tragic.
is, what I'm
Not
saying
one
is something
unified
so
cause.
great is gonna have to happen where we come together and unite. Right now it's not gonna happen right now.
Oh, not
It's
right
too
now.
scattered out.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But the Trump side has already proved that we're together. We're gonna kick shit off.
Yeah, that should be an eye opener for everyone else. But like, well, if they could do it,
Listen, I think it comes down to utter chaos. That's my point.
it's like a big.
The closest thing we're
reset
gonna have,
button.
the
Yeah.
closest thing we'll have to a revolution by
Who's
way
gonna
of
throw
a
the first chair in
unified
the air,
cause.
dog? Who's gonna throw the first chair in the crowd?
I don't know what it's gonna be, but I know we
The
can.
most pissed off person in the crowd.
And that's somebody from the Trump
That's what it is.
side, dog.
I know. Dude, have you seen
They're
the
man enough to do it.
Antifa?
Listen.
Have you seen them people? Antifa? These the anti-fascist organization.
Oh, yeah.
These neo-socialists.
I've seen this shit.
They're like, I'm right on board with them. They want to say, they give me that call. Yeah, sure, okay, all right, no problem.
Listen,
Because they're organized. That's how it is. I say, if none of this would have happened if Bernie would have been in office. That's it. He was our only, relief.
he would have been the closest thing to something different.
Yeah, really. Like, I'm talking like next day different. It would have been like, what the, really? But now, his own party buried him. That's
His
sad.
own party.
It is his own party.
He wasn't a part of the plan, man. He was. He had to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, they
We
must
gotta
have
get
thought
you
he
out of
was,
here. You're not a part of our plan.
yeah, they must have thought he was a crazy person. I mean, what he wanted is,
He was.
yeah, like, I mean, unthinkable in this country.
I don't think they cared what the fuck he wanted. He wasn't a part of the fucking plan. We can't control Bernie.
But exactly, we get to see what
Yeah.
it looks like when somebody comes in as like, yo, you can actually do it like this too. And everybody else is just sticking to the script.
Like, we need somebody to come in office where everybody eats. Both sides have to eat. We've seen this shit time and time again. It's like,
What you
you're
mean?
not going to get somebody that's going to come in office and feed the poor. It's not going to fucking happen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be their own agenda
They're going to
first.
keep coming in and,
and then-
keep giving
yeah.
fucking the rich tax breaks and shit like that. Like, somebody's got to come in and figure out a way to help both sides.
Well, that was Bernie.
Yeah, he was the. I mean, as far as I know, the only Democrat socialist president that was running, and I feel like he would have made a difference. But like I said, his own party, Hillary, kind of threw him to the wolves.
For somebody like that that's challenging the current system, for every one supporter, they gotta have 1,000 people against him. I mean, 1,000 people with money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what
money.
it comes down to.
Yep.
They must have been like, what? This guy wants to free up healthcare in college. What?
Yo, if they couldn't bury him the way they did, they would have offed him. Like, he's fucking up money.
Yeah.
When you fuck up money, you get killed.
Oh yeah.
Bottom line, in America, that's how wars start. That's all we fight for is money.
Yeah.
The
Greed,
bottom
man.
dollar, like that's it.
Yep.
Don't fuck around. Gangsters and this shit.
I like.
It's awesome.
Like,
It's very old
Oh.
school. I mean, shit.
At the end of the day, like it's like I'd rather be an American because it's like I understand they're gonna do whatever it takes to get
but
it
no,
done.
that's the thing. I remember one of the illest like quotes or philosophies or whatever I learned in sociology was like historically the greatest cause of a society's downfall is their economy goes into the war machine enough to defend the thing until it's like you short the rest of the place, and then it's like you gotta police yourself. It's some weird cyclical thing where it's like you it's like a star. It eventually just gets so big it burns out type shit.
Oh yeah.
But it
The
was
economy
like specifically
collapses.
it's about funding the war machine. It's like why it's like that. It's like that's what makes us number one. Them guns.
Yeah. But we almost spent like $2 million for like a aircraft carrier or a fighter jet or
$2
whatever.
million sound cheap.
Yeah, I know, right? Probably should add a couple zeros to that.
Hell yeah.
You know.
It's like
Yeah.
submarines.
They got like laser beams that could like. You ever see like that? There's like a heat wave technology. Like it immobilizes people or some shit.
See, they use that for riots and shit.
Yeah.
They got that shit on like cop cars where if they chasing you, you can feel that shit in your fucking car. Like it's some vibration.
Your car?
Shit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They're not playing fair.
That's not cool.
People don't understand. And you want to go out there with your little pistols and revolt? Go ahead.
It's like, you got a pistol, we got a laser beam.
Go ahead. But you got a rifle?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Cool.
Yeah.
You got a rifle? Go ahead. Cool. Come on.
We got Star Wars.
Yeah. Trump said we want to start.
Drones, I know.
Trump said we want to start a fucking space force.
How about
The
it?
fuck? We
Use
gonna
your
shoot
cell phone
lasers
once.
at you from outer space, motherfucker. You sitting in your living room. There you go.
Yeah.
We got Google Maps. There you
Yeah,
go.
go, man.
What are you talking about?
I like that.
Oh, you got Pokemon Go. I already
Can you
saw
imagine?
You want to start a revolution?
Oh.
Come on.
I found Pikachu. That's it.
Fuck. You got all this technology in your crib. We can just point this out like your direction and listen to every fucking thing. Come on, stop playing with me. You've been defeated before you already started.
Sorry, guys, you ready to go? Nope. Boom. That's it.
Now let a fucking like a solar flare hit the fucking planet or some shit. Now we got a chance.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. A major distraction. Something that'll be like, take your mind off.
Something to take out technology. Like
Yeah.
that's the only way we got a fucking chance.
Yeah,
Like,
we well overdue for what's that shit? The Yellowstone eruption.
Oh yeah.
It's like a super volcano that lives under there on the low, and like we just patiently waiting. It's like
I mean, have you seen everywhere else, like including California, if there's not like a volcano eruption, there's like these massive hurricanes just taking out
how
things.
about the wildfires?
The wildfires.
Them shits is not a joke.
Like, you turn on CNN, it looks like the apocalypse. I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for like just demons to come out of the ground, start throwing fireballs. Like Doom.
Fucking, California or the whole West Coast for real got the whole fault line. That's also we live on volatile Earth, and we just pretending there's nothing gonna happen.
My thing is just like, why do people keep? Why do you want to live out there? It's like,
That's my thing.
see what happens.
Yeah. Especially in Northern California. It's all it is mountains and woods and more woods.
My brother live in Seattle, Pacific Northwest. Rain all the fucking time. You got some more rain.
More rain.
Overcast.
He's not depressed, is he? I mean, does he go outside like, oh, it's raining again,
That shit ain't cool, dog.
No, it can't be.
The past week when it rained, like the whole fucking week,
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fucking mad depressing.
Yeah, I didn't want to do
Goddamn
anything.
sunlight.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fuck.
Stuff feeling
vitamin D.
claustrophobic, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. I start feeling like trapped in my crib and shit. It's like I got the freedom to leave.
I know. It's like I want to
It's like,
leave,
it's
but I
all
can't.
raining and shit.
Yeah.
I really got to rack my brain to remember how I got through them days as a mailman. I really got to be like, what was inside of my soul at that time? Because right now,
I remember
I'd be
you
like,
telling me, you saying like, oh, we're talking about like suicide or something, and you were like, I was like almost there.
yo, I broke doing that shit, though. They broke my spirit.
No,
more
it
than
got
once.
to the, because I used to work there too. So it got to
Oh
a
my
point where I
God.
just got numb to it. I was just numb to that shit. I was like, I didn't go out with no rain gear or nothing. That shit was pointless.
Real shit, though.
I was out
You
there
was getting wet.
just getting wet, just fuck it. I remember
Just
one
dead
day,
on the inside.
my first week,
Dead on the
listen, my
inside,
first
that's it.
week there.
I have no soul. It's your mail.
My first week working there, I was up north, the Spanish part of North Philly, and this Spanish chick came to the door, like a package to get to me, and I hit the package with the scanner gun, and then she was like, "Oh, poor baby." It's like raining cats and dogs. It's like fucking me up in the head, like smacking the shit out of me. And I could barely, like, it's like, you know how, like,
I got you
you
running
go to the
allergic.
pool and you come out the water and you got so much water in your
Right,
face,
right.
you gotta, like, that. Have
Oh
a
my
nice
god,
day.
like that was her go-to
She
thing,
was like,
plastic
oh,
bag.
poor baby.
Yeah, so I could die faster.
She said, poor baby, and it, like, crushed my soul. Like, I was out there getting smacked up with water, and it was like, fuck. That was the point that I was like, fuck money.
Dog.
Because it was like, I realized I understand what I'm doing this shit for now. I'm really doing this shit just for
That was
now.
it. That was the only thing that kept me there. But no, the thing, like the moment, like the most soul shattering moment. Oh my goodness, for me was was some freezing rain in Roxborough, and the whole first like 2-3 hours, I tried everything on earth to keep my hands dry. I had a pair of gloves. I went to the fucking Family Dollar, bought latex gloves, put over them, then I put it under them. My hands was freezing cold. I couldn't feel them, and I was at the fucking relay box, like, please, God, just let some lightning hit me. Yeah, the sack should be over there somewhere.
That sounds brutal. I don't know if I would have lasted.
I
First
I think
again,
everybody should have did it.
yeah,
I think it does a
Service to
for
your country.
America. It's a service for us.
Yeah.
Oh, for real, I really believe that.
Israel
I
put
really
you
believe everybody
in the
coming out
military.
of high school, you should do a year 2 of it, like mandatory. I think it'll teach you a lot. You will respect a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think that it will really teach you how to be respectful
Well, yeah,
to other people.
Like when I started, applying for a job, like people were pushing me towards like the post office or whatever. Well, you get great benefits, the pay's awesome. And I was on the assumption that you would do the belt, sort out the mail. But nah, you gotta be a carrier first, and then maybe you might do that. And I was like, but I mean, nothing like really. I was 100%. I was about to go for it. Just I didn't get any bites.
That's a young person's job. That's why I'm saying it's like, if you're gonna do that job, 6 years at the max. And you shouldn't stay there no longer than 6 years. You gotta move on to something else. Because like the human body is not meant to do that type of thing.
No,
That's
it's
the
not.
only really job in America when you're just like walking miles.
Oh
You
yeah.
walk a couple miles a day. Unless you're like in an area where you can just drive around and whatever. But city, you're just walking miles.
You get what got worse is the stairs and the inclines.
Yeah.
And like Manny Young and shit, that was murder.
Like imagine people go to the gyms for like 30 minutes just to work out to do stair climbers and shit like that. And this is my whole
Part of your
12,
route, right?
10, 12 hour shift.
Hey miss, we want to carry the sack on your back while you
Yeah.
work the stair climber?
No.
Like, fuck
25
that.
pounds.
I left. Like I left it. I mean, respect to whoever's still there.
Word up.
Now, it's still a respectable job. I don't put the job down for nothing, but
I don't know. Like I try to before working at Chop, I try to go for a UPS, and just like no one had a smile on their face, and just moving. And this was like through the tour, and I don't know. I feel like the managers or the hiring people just looked at me and they were like, "We're doing you a favor. No, we'll don't call us. We'll call you," kind of deal.
Like I look at the postal service, like
Dodge the bullet on that one.
I have more respect for the mailman than I do for somebody in the army. Like, yeah, you can tell me you're fighting for my life and shit, but I don't believe it. I don't understand. I don't know why y'all been fighting. I don't know. But I've been a mailman and I understand the service. And you gotta get your mail. Here you go.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be one person who should enjoy the benefits of an American life that hasn't worked hard for America. Paying taxes is one thing,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
but you should go to bed at night like it hurts.
It's the
This is for my
one
country.
job where you could be like, I am an American. I am. It's an American job.
America
to deliver mail.
Yeah.
functions because of me.
Yes. If I decide not to go to work, it's hundreds of people is gonna be fucked for the day.
Facts.
You're gonna be mailless.
If you decide to call out, they're gonna put me on the route. You really fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm late.
I got a lot
I'm
of respect
missing
for the
it.
job, and I respect the people at the job. It's just I can only do that shit for a couple of years.
Like, I feel like I am a better person for having done it, and I'm also did myself a great disservice for having done it. My body will never be the same. Piece of my soul I will never get back.
When you first told me, it was like it was soul crushing. I'm like, holy shit!
If you get
Yeah,
us
what?
drunk, if you get us drunk, it's like war stories.
Yo, that
Don't
real
get us
shit.
drunk and don't
War
bring up.
stories.
Do not get us
that's a
drunk and bring
podcast
up
on
the
its
postal
own
service.
right there.
You're gonna go through like an hour of war stories.
That's facts. We got PTSD, dog.
There was this dog. That story eyes.
Yo, don't-
The eyes.
The dog it
Oh, he
says.
got dogs too. I never had a problem with dogs.
A couple, man.
I would fuck a dog up.
I had
fuck that dog
one
up.
with the spray. Only one dog got hit with spray by me. And I didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel bad about it.
What kind of animals?
Well, I said, you are the dog.
The owner didn't know what was going on. The dog was going hammer time. It was a little ankle biter. Burst. I said, oh shit. Dip dodging and shit. And then eventually, when it was like anytime it was like, I'm convinced the dog was on some murder shit. That's when I gotta bust a move.
You won that
Reached
fight
up.
with the black boy.
I didn't see the decision. Shit. Black Bull got the first 2 rounds from what I remember. And the guy had the rear naked for like 3 minutes of the last round. Anyway. Yeah, I ended up spraying the dog right in the face. And then he just stopped in his tracks like, oh no. And he was like really fucked up. And then the owner finally came outside like, what was all that? Come on, oh my God. And she's, oh look, it's so kind of want to be a friend. I'm like,
No, that's
This-
not. You're a liar. This dog is not my friend.
this dog is in agony right now. Fuck that dog.
Don't ever believe that dog wants to be your friend.
The
The
dog.
dog does not fucking know you.
It was
Well,
trying to
yeah.
kill me.
Did you hear that story? That the freaking group of pit bulls. That
Oh,
lady said
yeah.
ate a baby. Just that was it. Baby gone. That's it.
Oh well. Don't leave babies around pit bulls. We learned the story today, fellas.
Yeah, I mean,
Write that down.
clear as day.
Rest in peace.
They do get like a bad rap. Every story you hear, it's like, pit bull this, pit bull that. Are they a violent breed? Is it the owner?
They say-
Combination of both?
They say Jack.
It's like a child. It's like a child. It's the parent.
To a certain degree, but one thing about dogs, well, even most of the humans, is like, even over the past century, not even, you can see the direct influence human breeding has had on dogs. Like, I'm talking about something that was intentionally bred for a particular behavior. We went on our way to make dogs look like this, act like this, be good at that. Like, fucking.
Playing Frankenstein.
So we got this one. They say the most aggressive breed of dog is a Jack Russell Terrier. Like it's out to kill something. My
It's like a fucking little piranha.
Fishbone. Yeah. Fucking.
This could determine my night. I'm gonna get my beer,
I use a lighter.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a guy use his teeth, or what was left of him.
Talk about using a lighter.
I don't know how to do it.
You just apply pressure, basically.
Upwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there was always like a deal. Like every bar I went to, there was always like a deal. It was like
Just
Jim
something
Beam
special.
and yeah.
A shot.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, if y'all, that's what y'all want to call it. You want to be hip, whatever.
Those were the days. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that anymore either. Just, ugh.
I mean, I could drink beers all night, but with the combination of beers and shots,
Yeah, no. I had to make a decision eventually. I was like, no.
I stick to my gin and tonics with my lemons.
can't wait.
This is my cat right here. His name's still Cat though.
It's cat.
Yeah. Cat.
It's like, oh, you got a cat. Yeah, what's his name? Cat. That's a cat.
My last cat's name is Cat. Cat before that, his name was actually Cat too.
It's a family of cats, literally.
It's like, when was the last time I actually named an animal? It's 10 o'clock on the DOT.
And there you have it. I want to thank everyone who took the time to listen to this. Me and my friends chatted up. And hopefully you join me next time, where me and my esteemed colleagues will talk about everything and then some. Once again, you've been listening to Deciphered, the podcast where complex conversation is a thing of the past. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.